Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well, and welcome to day 3 of the Weightlifting AI. So on this day, it had a little bit of an overhead complex on the first movement, and you'll see that it did not say for me to actually do the snatch, but I decided to do the snatch because it was light enough. 84 kilograms and 86 for the last set is a really light weight. So I decided just to do that for the fact that it was light. I don't really like doing them out of the rack if I can do it off the ground, and I wanted to do a little bit without straps, just get a little bit of that work in. Just to keep in that movement pattern without the straps and whatnot. But they were really easy, wasn't difficult at all. So the last set bumped me up. I forget if it originally gave me 2 sets or 3 because I did this 2 days ago at this point. But on the third set, it bumped me up a couple kilos to 86, and 3 white lights for all of them. It didn't add anything more than that, so it was a really easy set. But we'll let these play out because I thought they actually looked okay. I mean, they felt really easy. I was really surprised. I don't know why they felt easy. Usually overhead stuff doesn't feel great, but I suppose because I've done in snatch plus overhead squat with 125, I suppose that because these are significantly less than that, when doing any sort of reps with them aren't too bad. But this was my last set, and yeah, that's 190 pounds of that one, so about 86 kilograms. I then had a power clean plus jerk complex, just a 1 plus 2. I just started at the 86 kilograms because I felt good. There's no reason to really go back down to 70. Just allows me to be more expeditious in my workouts. But first set was at 116 kilograms. I'm trying to think of the pounds. It's like 255 or something like that. This one felt really good. I was really surprised with this one. The power cleans felt more difficult than the sorry, my tongue got a bit twisted there. The power cleans felt more difficult than the jerks. The jerks felt really easy on all of the sets, even on the last one where I missed on the power clean. But the first 2 sets, it had me do them at 116, which looking at the weights on the screen is just 255 pounds. And so I gave the 3 weight lights for all of them. Because the clean felt it wasn't really difficult because it wasn't that much weight relatively, but the jerks felt really good, and like the re-racks felt really comfortable. And even though my wrist was a little bit not really painful, but it wasn't super 100% comfortable, they definitely felt good, and the re-racks felt comfortable and felt pretty balanced and everything. So it bumped me up to 120. I believe this is the first set with it, and so 265. These jerks looked pretty good as well. I was really surprised. My jerks felt like they were in a really good rhythm on this day. So then it bumped me again to 125, and this is where the cleans became a little bit more difficult. That one actually went really well. It's always surprising how high I catch power cleans when they feel extremely difficult. Apologize if there's background noise. I have my door open, but this was the 125 double, which this one looked really good as well. Felt really easy as well, and I had it in a good position. That's been a big thing on jerks, is just getting it behind my head, so I'm not dancing around with it too much. And then so it bumped me up again to, and I think it's like I did the same thing on the previous one. It was like 128 or something, so I just put 130 on there because that's just 130 is just a better number. And so I actually did a pretty good power clean or a power clean, but didn't go all the way down. And the jerks felt pretty easy, even though the re-rack is a little bit more difficult. Once it gets up to this weight, then re-racking it becomes slightly more difficult. And my roommate's mad at the dog, so I apologize for that. But the second set I did here, you see that I had to do basically a full clean, but I was able to do the double on the jerks because the jerks, like I said, were feeling all super easy. So that's always really positive. That's always the biggest thing for me with clean jerks, is if the jerks feel good, then I'm always more obviously confident to try heavier weights, because the cleans I can always get myself under and usually make them easy enough to where I'm confident on the jerks. So the jerks felt really good after them. And then the accessory work, I sped it up, but you notice on the lunges, the reason I'm using this little rake here as like a support is not for the fact that it makes it easier, because it does obviously, but it helps my right knee, because for whatever reason, after I've had my knee scoped now, when 6 years ago, I think, when I was 22, so I'm 28 now, so it was about 6 years ago when I had it scoped. Lunges or split squats, any sort of like single leg movement like I did there, has just always been uncomfortable in my knee, and I don't know why. It's not like extremely painful in like the joint. It's just like really, I don't know, it just is really sore in it, so I've always avoided them. But if I have it supported enough, then it works well in my left leg. doesn't have any issues with that, so I don't want to like, I always do my right leg first just to prevent that. But I tried to do it because it was on the program. I don't know how much I will actually do like the lunge and stuff, because thankfully after I do it, it's not like I have any post workout pain in my knees from that. It's just kind of the movement itself, which is bizarre because I'll do a PR clean and jerk and then struggle to do a lunge. So I've never understood that, why that is. But after those, you see these at just regular speed, but these are the behind the neck or press behind the head, they call them. It's just behind the neck presses, and I just did them all continuously. It was 3 sets of 5. The last one I only did a double just because my shoulder stopped working. I kind of balanced there just so the blood wasn't all running or running out of my arms. But I thought I'd be able to do 3 sets of 5 with this. It's a movement that I've done before. I think I've done up to 70 kilos with it, but I don't typically do it a ton. And it is what it is with that. But I think this is about where I fail because I struggled to get it up. Yeah, it was there, so I just threw it up over me. But pretty easy day. That was about the only thing that went negative with it, I suppose, was the only doing the 2 reps on that. But it's just an accessory work, so I'm not too worried about it. But another good productive day of work. So tomorrow will be the day 4, which I just did tonight, and then I might have a double day, so that will be an interesting video because I took a day off yesterday for a variety of things. I'll talk about more of that in the second video, or in the video for tomorrow, or the next video I should say. I don't know how quickly I'll get these edited, but in the next video for day 4 I'll talk more about that. But that's it for now. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.